Luxembourg's Prime Minister Xavier Bettel was joined by the President of the European Council on Wednesday and delivered a short speech about Brexit alongside Mr Tusk. The pair joked that Britain had long been an EU member with lots of opt-outs and wanted to become a non-EU member with lots of opt-ins. Graeme Leach of the Economists for Free Trade criticised Mr Bettel for his comments. He said, "Yet again we see EU politicians failing to practice what they preach. Luxembourg lies right at the heart of the world's biggest protectionist zone. And yet the PM is lecturing the UK on free trade." Getty Brexit News. Xavier Bettel warned both the EU and UK would be damaged from Brexit. The PM's comments combine hypocrisy with a lack of any sense of reality. Speaking alongside Mr Tusk, Mr Bettel warned that Brexit would damage both the UK and EU and that a level playing field must be respected to protect the internal market. He said, "We should keep in mind that tens of thousands of jobs are linked to Brexit and depend on the future relations between the UK and the European Union. We always have to keep this in mind. In this respect, we also need a smooth transition and avoid all kind of disruptions which could harm trade links which are beneficial to our people on both sides of the channel. That is often why I call Brexit a damage limitation exercise. The transition phase is important to manage the exit of the UK also in technical terms." The PM's comments combine hypocrisy with a lack of any sense of reality. Graeme Leach, another principle which is at the heart of our undertakings is the respect of level playing field and to respect the integrity of the internal market, unfortunately, and we have to know that there will be no winners after the Brexit. Both sides will be losing. Minimizing the losses and limiting the negative impacts as much as possible in the respect to the level playing of the international market is the challenge we all face around the table. Mike Holcombe, UKIP MEP, was also enraged by the comments from Mr Bettel and outlined how Brexit would be beneficial to Britain. He said, "As far as British trade in Europe is concerned, Luxembourg is a virtual non-country. Therefore, what right does the Prime Minister of a country, considered a tax haven by many, have to lecture us on the rights and wrongs of Brexit, while Mr Bettel may be happy to continue dancing to the EU's tune on everything from trade to the power of a domestic vacuum cleaner? The British people are not, and decided to forge a new path forward for the UK in the 2016 referendum." On February 5, 2018, Michel Barnier and David Davis head to Downing Street for lunch meeting. "Brexit will be very beneficial to the people of this country, not only from the standpoint of sovereignty and democracy but also financially, as a whole new world of trade opportunities open in the post-EU era. You only have to look at the investment that has continued to pour into this country since 2016 to see that the dire predictions of the establishment are wrong. The fact is, the EU needs us and will do anything they can to keep us under the control. You only have to look at the grab they have made for post-Brexit UK fishing rights as the price for a trade deal to see that." European Council President Mr Tusk proceeded to reject Theresa May's Brexit vision for a comprehensive and ambitious trade agreement. He instead insisted only a Canada-style free trade agreement with no tariffs on goods was available and making no mention of special treatment for the City of London. The Council President declared a pick and mix approach for a non-member state was out of the question. Mr Tusk also warned Brexiteers to expect the common fisheries policy to remain in place, saying shared resources should be maintained.